Oh, hi, it's Liv. I am not at my apartment. I'm actually at Designer Loft Bridal in New York City, and I'm a bride that's getting married in 2000, whatever. But I do have friends that are getting married and have some questions about wedding dress shopping. So I'm gonna ask Liz, owner of Designer Loft Bridal, all of those questions. Let's get started.
Let's.
First question, let's start with the beginning. When do you start looking for your wedding dress?
So, a lot of brides come to our shop and they think it's too early to start looking for their wedding gown 6 months out. It really isn't.
So if I plan to get married in like 2050, I should start looking for my wedding dress now, right?
You want to have an order in about at least 9 months prior. It takes about 5 to 7 months to get the gown, and we like to have 2 to 3 months for wedding gown alterations. That's not to say that it can't be done in 2 months, all of it, but it's just a lot more stressful and you may have less choices.
I want all the choices. I want a mermaid, I want a trumpet, I want a ball gown, I want it all. So let's talk money. How do you shop within your wedding dress budget?
That's a really good question. Find what's comfortable for you, share it with your stylist. People are afraid to share their budget. I always ask upfront. We can find something beautiful within every budget, but let your stylist know so that you can find something that isn't going to break the bank and that you're going to love.
I feel like everybody needs to know this answer. What are the best ways to prepare for your dress fitting / shopping appointment?
I love to have photos of gowns that a bride loves, her vision, so that we can discuss it. I'd love for the bride to bring friends that share her opinions, share her vision, so that she's gonna have a fun, joyful shopping appointment. If you're going to do a fitted gown, I would love if they had their Spanx or their undergarments that make them feel beautiful in a gown. And lastly, and most importantly, please no black underwear, no polka dot underwear, no stripes, pinstripes. Everything shows under a white gown. So try to have nude, flesh-colored underwear when you're going gown shopping.
So this next question is for my edgy, bolder, fashion-forward brides. What are some other options if a bride isn't interested in wearing a white dress or even a dress at all?
Well, we don't believe that the dress has to be white. We've done wedding gowns, we've done ball gowns in blue, in black, in red. We have designers that do color options, so you can always do that. Or if there's a bride that just hates wearing a dress at all, we have jumpsuits, tuxedos. You have options and you don't have to do a wedding gown.
Next question, which might be a challenging one. How do you politely voice your opinion when the stylist is picking out wrong dress styles for you?
Right. If you have your pictures ahead of time and you've discussed with your stylist what you're looking for and what your vision is, and the gowns that she's picking don't seem right when they're on your body, then you just politely tell them, this isn't the one, this isn't my wedding gown. If the stylist is totally just not getting your vision, don't be afraid to ask the manager to perhaps work with a different stylist or ask for some help and feedback. It's your wedding gown, so you want to make sure that your voice is heard, and always have your photos so that you can refer back to your photos. And just always let the stylist know if they're on the right track or not.
So if the stylist is picking out mermaid dresses, but you want a ball gown dress, don't be afraid to be like, hey, can we look at that rack of ball gown dresses?
Exactly.
Next question. What would I do if I bought my dress, but my wedding was postponed and my taste or body type has changed?
We see that all the time, especially in 2020 when so many weddings were postponed and dates and venues were changed. There's different ways to handle this. If it's simply that the time of year has changed, perhaps it was going to be a summer wedding, now it's a winter wedding, we'll often add a sleeve or we'll add a component like a fur shrug or a jacket to make the gown work in either situation. If your body size has changed, then sometimes we'll throw in a corset back or we'll put an overskirt onto a dress. We can work with that as well. Most wedding gowns are pretty adjustable, and it's just coming up with creative ways to make the gown work.
I feel like I'm a pro at wedding dress shopping. Thank you again, Liz, for answering all of my questions. You can find Liz and even more information about Designer Loft Bridal and their services over on their website and their Instagram, which I will be sure to link in the description. I will see you all next time, maybe in one of these pretty dresses.